New video shows the situation in southern Israel tonight. Sirens blaring as the Israeli military intercepts a barrage of rockets fired by Hamas militants from the Gaza Strip. In the fourth day of this war, nearly 2,000 people are dead in Israel and Gaza. At least 14 are Americans, and we don't know how many Americans are among the 100 hostages.
Speaking from the White House today, President Biden vowed to offer support to Israel, working with allies and partners around the world.
Let there be no doubt, the United States has Israel's back. We will make sure the Jewish and democratic state of Israel can defend itself today, tomorrow, as we always have.
The White House posted this photo on social media of President Biden speaking on the phone with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Their military continued the retaliatory strikes, pummeling Gaza with hundreds of missiles, targeting what it called Hamas's terror nest. The UN says 187,000 people living in Gaza have been displaced, and the conditions are dire.
They're worried about their loved ones. They're worried about themselves, their children, their own safety. We had staff members whose own houses were destroyed. They themselves were forced to flee, and they don't know what the next hour is going to bring, let alone the next day.
A South Suburban high school student studying abroad right now in Israel has found himself in the middle of an international crisis.
Our Charlie DeMar spoke with him and shares the story of another family with Chicago ties, and they're still waiting for word about their missing son, Charlie.
And Joe and Erica, good evening. And at this point, there are at least 20 Americans still unaccounted for, some with direct ties to our area. That high school senior studying abroad in Israel was dancing and celebrating the Jewish holiday on Friday night and woke up just hours later Saturday morning to the sound of air raids. Early Saturday morning, Hamas militants targeted the Nova Outdoor Music Festival. As missiles flew through the air, heavily armed fighters descended from hang gliders and by car, blocking off exits, shooting at random while taking hostages.
They came under heavy fire, gunfire, and grenades.
Hirsch Goldberg Poland, an American Israeli, was at the festival and hasn't been heard from since the invasion. His parents, originally from Chicago, say the last text they received from him said, "I love you and I'm sorry." The 23-year-old's aunt lives in the Skokie, Evanston area. We spoke to her Tuesday at a rally in support of Israel in Glencoe.
We stand with Israel, and our next thing is to for everyone to do everything they can right now to get my nephew Hirsch Goldberg Poland and the other hostages out of there.
Josh Jury recorded cell phone video of the rocket sirens blasting Saturday morning. The Homewood Flossmoor High School senior is studying abroad in Israel. He hid in a bomb shelter for hours.
It was really stressful, and it kind of turned my world upside down.
In the days since the attack, Jury and his classmates have prepared hundreds of care packages for Israeli soldiers.
I woke up to the sound of the siren alert system, which was really foreign to me. And it threw everyone into a shock when our counselors started yelling and telling us we had to run to a bomb shelter.
And that Homewood Flossmoor student who you just heard from says the study abroad program was supposed to end in December, but he says right now organizers are trying to find a flight to get those students out of Israel. Joe and Erica.
All right, Charlie, thank you.
Meantime, local lawmakers with ties to the Palestinian community tell us tonight they're concerned about the humanitarian situation developing in Gaza.
Each of those Palestinians had loved ones who never got to say goodbye to them, never got to say they loved them one last time, and will never celebrate another holiday with them. This is a time for de-escalation. It's not a time to march toward more militarism, more war, more death. We have to de-escalate the situation and work toward a lasting peace to the conflict.
Aid organizations are pleading for established corridors to get help into Gaza. Rescuers say large numbers of people are trapped in what's left of some of the buildings. Israel has stopped shipments of food, fuel, and medicines.